If you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much for joining me on Dark Nights with Lady in the Dark. Hi, Princess Rose Doll. Good night. How you doing? Please, guys, as you come, just hit the thumbs up for me, please. I hope you all had a wonderful day today. Good night, blessed girl. I'm doing good. Doing good. A bit tired, but good. Good night, Valerie. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. I am not going to stay long because, trust me, I'm tired. Night, Sandra. I'm very, very tired. So maybe I will spend like 30 minutes or even less with you all. But tonight, I just want to motivate people overall because I realize that individuals, they don't have any self-confidence, no belief whatsoever in themselves. Or many of you got a chance to listen to the interview today with Auntie Donna and Bridge. It was a good interview to me. It was a bit short. I was expecting to hear more from the interview, but I didn't hear a lot. Basically, what was discussed was, when you're a planker, you follow, is basically what you already know. But to me, it was a good interview. What I love about it was the prior part, that ending. I like that part. But it was a good interview overall. It's such a pity it was so short, but it seemed like they were strapped for time. Yes. So today, something happened. I was speaking to a friend of mine, and this is someone, big woman, bright young lady. She have her papers, everything, well spoken. Those type of individuals, when you come in contact with them, they have to make you stop and just think about what you're doing, what you're about to say. That's how she is. And I was talking to her. She have something coming up, and she was saying that she's not going to do it because of all sort of things. She don't think she can do it. She don't ready for that yet, and everything. And while she was talking, I was thinking to myself, imagine this is the same lady. When she talk, everybody have to stop and listen. This same lady, when she enter a room, everybody is have to just look at her. When some people, they just claim the authority when they enter a room. That's how she is. I don't know if it is because of the type of, when you act a certain way and so forth. And I was looking at her and I was thinking to myself, this is the same lady where everybody look up to. This is the same lady where everybody run to for advice and so forth. And here she is now. She have an opportunity to do something different. And she's saying that she don't think she can do it. It's not her. She's not feeling it. you know, and I was thinking to myself, where's the self-confidence? Because while I was speaking to her, I realized that we as individuals that come in contact with her every single day, we have more confidence in her than what she have in herself. And while she was just sitting there, I was looking at her and I was just thinking to myself, imagine, I wonder if she really realized how we view her. I wonder if she really realized how we think she's a hard worker, she's determined, she's reliable. And I was just there sitting, and while this lady was talking, I'm going to be honest, I didn't hear some of the things that she was saying because I was just looking at her and I was just thinking to myself, we all believe so much in this lady. And now this lady is sitting in front of me, basically telling me, so she not believe in herself. And while I was talking to her, and everything, and she was saying that my favorite song came into mind, Kabaka Pyramid. You have to believe in yourself. And I was just thinking to myself, she is not the only one. And I know that maybe I have a person here tonight on the live that is going through something similar, believing that they're not able to do something, whether it be because of some shortcoming. But people, please don't let anybody put you down. Believe that you can conquer the world. And as Kabaka saying, Garvey, teach we, say, we have to believe in ourselves. You can't expect anybody else to believe in yourself when you are constantly doubting yourself. Because while I was speaking to this lady, everybody in the organization look up to this lady. They believe that this lady, she can move. If you want something to be done, she's the person that you go to and she get it done. Every little thing, she's the person you run to. And now this person is saying that basically she can't do it and all form of excuse. And when I asked her why, she believed that she was saying, no, it's just not me. I'm not ready for that. I can't speak properly. And I'm like, have mercy, Lord. I the same woman this, where everybody, when we write something that we carry it if you read over. She said, look how me dress. And I'm like, what the heck? What is this lady talking about? I was looking at her and I'm like, okay, is this the same lady where always come work well put together and everything? And I was just looking at her. You realize that she have no self-confidence whatsoever. And we believe in her more than how she believe in herself. And people, please, you have to have that self-confidence. I know that a lot of people at times, people might say to them that, okay, this is a job for you. Go for it. And maybe you look and you say, oh no, I don't think I can do that job. And you decide not to. But you have to believe in yourself. No matter what it is, don't think that the task is too great for you to accomplish anything at all. You see out there where you want to go for, you go for it. If you realize, say, it's a position, it's a CEO position, work your way up to it. Go for it. Because you can't constantly doubt in yourself like that. Because you see, when you doubt yourself, you're going to believe everything where you tell yourself. You're going to believe that you're not a good speaker. You're going to believe that you can't dress. You're going to believe all of that. So please, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And I know that on social media, a whole heap of people, you're on social media, you hear people say certain things about people and all sort of things, and you wonder why they say it. And a lot of people say, okay, I want this, but I'm not going for it because look how they treat such and such or something. But please believe in yourself. Believe that anything you put your mind to, you can and you will achieve it. Now, people, you see, here in Jamaica, one thing I can tell you, it's full of drama. Every single day you go out on the road is drama after drama. Today, while I was traveling in traffic, I saw a taxi driver And what the taxi driver did, I look and I said, have mercy, only in Jamaica a taxi driver would do something like this. Because what he did, he was driving his vehicle in the middle of the road. The man come out in vehicle, and the man will up and in the ear. I mean, just stop like that, everybody have to stop. And the man come out in vehicle, will up and in the ear and bust 2 shot and go back in the vehicle. And I'm like, what kind of good news this a man gets so when have to come out in vehicle like that? And you realize that him no business. If police is there, to me, what the action that he did, he would have gladly take a ticket. Him no business. Because it seemed like whatsoever he was listening to or whatsoever, the phone call that he got, it seemed like it was worth it. And when you look at that, you have to realize really and truly, if it's that good, you have to celebrate, no matter what it is, no matter where you are, you have to celebrate. It's such a pity that others have to sit there in our car, wait on him to drive. But I hope that the news that he got today, it was a very, very good one. And I hope that tonight I hope him continue to celebrate. I hope him continue to celebrate. Yes, Princess, she need reassurance, whole heap of reassurance. Because, back to what I was saying, when I explained to her that I believe that she can do it and everything, she was just saying, really, you think that of me? I said, yes, you can do it. But she said that she's not ready for it and she's not going to do it and everything, And you see, when you see that, you have to make the comparison. I tend to make the comparison with certain individuals because when you look at it, a lot of people that achieve something out of life, you realize that they themselves doubt themselves. They might say to themselves, okay, then I'm not going to do this now. I'm not going to write this book. Or they write it and they put it aside or something because they doubt themselves. When you look at some of the artists out there and you hear the story, they tell you that at one point they felt comfortable singing on the choir, not going large because they didn't want people to believe that they are not good singers. They didn't want people to shame them. And when they do that, you realize they go large. I saw something where they said Rihanna, her Super Bowl performance, it was the highest viewing. She got the most. I can't believe that, even over Michael Jackson. And I remember some time ago I saw something where they said she didn't get paid for it. It was just for promotion. And I was saying, okay then. So if she gets so much view, she won't get the money off it. I don't know. It was what I saw. And it was just for promotion. Just imagine everything that happened now after with Fenty, her brand, everything. Just imagine the amount of money that young lady is claiming right now because of that performance. And even today, when I was listening to AD, she said it some time ago also with Miss Birdie Bunn. She was the one just decided to buy Miss Birdie and talk and look at what is happening today. You don't have to do anything and expect something in return. You do it, and that one action that you do, it opens doors for you. Because that happened with Rihanna, and that is what happened with Auntie Donna, because she said it when she did Miss Birdie. She never did expect anything. They contacted her and she gladly take it up. So sometimes when you're doing certain things, always do it with an open mind. I remember I have a friend, social worker, and before she's a social worker, I said to her, volunteer. She said she don't want to because she don't have the time and she don't believe she's supposed to just go give our 3 hours to government like that. I said, okay then. I said, if you don't volunteer, how are you going to get the experience that you need? Because when you look at the adverts, you realize that they always ask for 2 to 3 years work experience or something like that. I said to her, how are you going to get it if you don't volunteer? And she said she's not going to volunteer. This young lady, she did not volunteer. Another young lady, I said it to her and she said, okay, how she's supposed to do it. I said, you don't have to do a lot. You can just do 1 day or 2 days for the week. I said, you don't even have to spend the entire day. Spend like 4 hours out of the day or 3. And she said, okay, then I'm going to. And she did. And people, lo and behold, that same place that young lady went and volunteered, I think it was maybe about 8 months into the job, a lady resigned and went overseas. I think she's in England now doing social work. She resigned. Who you think get the work? The same young lady that was there, that was volunteering. She got the job, and she not even did have the full work experience. She never have it. She said the supervisor said to her that they're going to give her the position because she's a hard worker. You see, when I was saying it to the other young lady, she know I said she got do it, if there is any more opening and if I can reach out to somebody for her. I said, I don't know. You're going to have to contact labor and find out if they're taking on anybody or something. So you have to think big, look at the bigger picture, look at what you want. Just don't doubt yourself. If you want to become a social worker and you know that you don't have the experience, volunteer, get it. If you want to become anything whatsoever, work towards it and put in the time, because that is the only way you're going to get it. And when you look at it, I know that a whole heap of people out there today, they're sitting down, they're enjoying the good life. Why? Because they went out, they did something, and because of that one act that they did, they are benefiting from it today. AD, she's a perfect example. What she did with Miss Birdie, she's benefiting from it today. Miss Birdie is benefiting even more. When she did it in the beginning, she wasn't thinking that, okay, I'm going to be the brand ambassador for this company. She wasn't thinking like that. She was just thinking that, okay, I enjoy their product. And she take it up and she did it. So you have to think about the wider picture. Think about what you really and truly want to accomplish and work towards it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't achieve anything. You say, I am one person. People, if you look at me and you tell me, okay, you can't do that. You see that one word, you can't, oh Lord. That is all I want to hear. I love it when somebody look at me and tell me that I can't do something. And even this social media thing, I remember before I start, someone tell me that I couldn't do it. Where am I going to find the time? And even in the job that I'm doing today, someone told me that I can't do it and everything. And I said, okay then. And you know what this girl did? I will never, ever forget it. When I was going for my interview, I stayed up the night and I went, maybe it was the Sunday night, the interview was the Wednesday. I went on Google and I pulled interview questions and how to answer, and I sit and I practice. I did background check on the company, so till and everything. I research, I practice. I stand in the mirror, I interview myself and everything. Why did I do all of that? Because they were telling me that I couldn't get that position because the position was bigger than I. And I never stop. You see, the day when I went for the job interview, I was like, okay then, so I really eat that? Because I was expecting so much more. And I realized that what I did, the practice and everything, was even harder than the interview. And when I went, it was like, okay, all because someone look at me and they tell me that I couldn't do it. So you see that word, can't? Anytime somebody look at you and they tell you that you can't do something, let that motivate you. Try to learn how to do it. If they look at it and they tell you that, okay, you can't drive, you won't learn how to drive. Hey, sit, watch videos, go to the best driving school and learn how to do it. If they look at you and they tell you that you can't cook, go to YouTube, learn how to cook. So once somebody said to you, you can't, use that to motivate you. Use it to do something. As AD would say, use it to make lemonade. And I am going to the social media thing now. When you look at what is going on social media, at times you will hear people say to people that, okay, this, that, they can't do this, they're not supposed to do this, and all sort of what you realize that they do. They take it and they prove to the individuals that they are wrong. They prove to them that, look at this, I am doing it. I'm doing what you didn't expect me to do. So people, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. Don't let anybody try to stifle you down. Don't let anybody crush your confidence in yourself or even your self-esteem. Because when you realize it, it's because of what people say to people, but them think the way they do. A perfect example, if you have a child and that child is talkative and you constantly say to the child, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, what do you think is going to happen? This child is going to grow up and they're going to feel like, okay, I something bad me I do. Me chat too much. Me no want to talk. And they're going to grow up. They're going to go to school. Teachers are going to ask them questions. They're not going to want to talk because you constantly say to them, you chat too much. You chat too much. Shut up. So they grew up now believing that what they were doing was wrong. So you have to be careful. And when you look at females also, it is the same thing. You have some females out there, people will say to them, nobody won't love you. You're ugly, you're black or ugly. Nobody don't want you. You're big and swarty. And those things. And what you realize is that these females, because of what people said to them, you're black and you're ugly, they turn to bleaching cream. Eventually, when you look at some of them, they turn pink, the color mismatch, all of that. When you look at some of them that they tell that they're bigger, you realize that they keep on balloon, them just get fatter and fatter. Why? Because people constantly bring them down. They don't take the negative, to look at themselves and say, okay, let me prove this person wrong. Let me say to this person that, look at me. You tell me that I'm ugly, but look at what the ugly girl I do. Look what me I do. That is the best thing, when you realize that people criticize you and you let them look bad. Good night, Janice. Good night. Good night. When people criticize you and you let them look bad, to me, that is the best thing ever. So people, please understand, don't ever, and me now go stop say it, don't ever let anybody bring you down. No make nobody damp your spirit. So if you're someone that love to have fun, continue to have fun. If you're someone that you just love to talk, you love to watch movie or anything, continue doing that. Don't make nobody tell you say you chat too much. Just continue talking. What you need to do, if they tell you that you talk too much, get something good and talk to them about. Talk to them about it. And then you will realize that the same set of individuals that used to tell you, say you chat too much, those are the same set of individuals now that is going to come and sit and listen to you. Because now you're talking what they want to hear. You're telling them something that they want to hear, something informative, something that they can use. So you have to know, when people say bad things, how to take it and make lemonade, as what my favorite social media individual would say. So people, please, as I said, I'm not going to stay long with you. I'm just passing through just to give a word of motivation. Don't let anybody dampen your spirit. Believe in yourself. Believe that no matter what, you can achieve it. So if you see something out there that you want, go for it. If you see a job and you want that job, apply for it. Even if they ask for a master's and you know that you just have the degree, apply just the same. If you realize that you'd want to become that doctor, work towards it. You want to become that lawyer, work towards it. If you realize that you want to have your own home, save towards it and just work. Because at the end of the day, your hard work, it will pay off. At the end of the day, everybody that look at you and tell you that you can't, you will show them what you're capable of. Because really and truly, All the power is within us. We are the one that can determine our future. A person out there can't look at you and tell you that you can't accomplish this. You are the one that can determine what you can accomplish. So please believe in yourself, work towards what you want to work. Whatever your dream is, work towards it. If you want to have 2 or 3 pitney, go for it. If you realize that you can't have any children, remember there's other means for you to get a child. You can always adopt or something. So anything, don't let nothing stop you from getting it. So if you want that child, go for it. You know what I realize? You ever realize that the choppers, they have more confidence in themselves than some people? When you realize, when they call and the way they talk to you, you know, they can't talk, you know, but you can't tell them that, you know. You can't tell them that they're not speaking English, proper English. Them talk to you. Them sound so confident in robbing you of your hard-earning money. And you can't tell them, say, hey, guess what? You can't get it. Because their confidence is so high. If they decide that today they want to make $400, that's what they go and work for. They don't make nothing stop them. So you realize that them in their illegal activities, the confidence is way up there, but the people them know that is working hard, they're doing what they're doing legally and everything, them have low self-esteem. They believe that they can't accomplish anything. They believe that they're just supposed to stuck in the position that they're in today. You have some woman out there right now, them in some relationship. And even if you look at them and you tell them that you deserve better than what you're getting, they're not going to believe you because they're going to look and they said, okay, no, they can't bother. You have some people, they stay in relationship for years, even though they're unhappy because they tell you they can't bother to start over. They have the kids that they have to think about. And you wonder why they want to put themselves through that pain, knowing quite well that they're unhappy, but yet still they want to remain in that state. Why? Because they don't believe that they deserve more. They don't believe that they deserve the very best that God have to offer them. They believe that the miserable lifestyle that they're in, the man will constantly accost them, degrade them, and bring them down, and even sometimes a box and do all sort of something to them. They believe that that is what they deserve because their self-esteem is so low. And every single day we come in contact with people. At times, we are the ones that are supposed to be blamed because sometimes you will just run a joke with somebody, you know, and say, hey, fat girl, or hey, maga girl, something like that, jokingly, but the person will sit and look at it and take it serious. They don't think that you're just joking, you know. They just look and say, oh, because maybe the morning they were looking in the mirror believing that they're fat or they're skinny. And then you say to them, they sit and they dwell on it. You just joking to them and they sit and they believe it, not knowing that you're causing harm to this person. And even some children, when you see them going to school, you look at them, you hear people say, hey, picky head girl, hey, maga foot girl, all of them something there, or hey, black boy, them things there. And then when these children grow up, you realize that the bleaching cream, they start to use it. You realize that they start to do all sort of things to their body. Why? Because of what people said to them over the years and because it dampened their self-esteem. The self-esteem is so low, they believe that what people telling them is actually true. Then looking at the mirror, them not like who is looking back at them. So people, please be careful what you say to people and know that anything you want, you can go for it. Believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you, so you can't accomplish nothing at all. Just know that Any single thing you put your mind to, you can go for it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, I wouldn't stay long, just giving a little word of motivation to you all. So I hope that someone out there, what I did will uplift them and will let them view life differently, especially themselves. And I share the Kabaka Pyramid song on my page, so you can listen to it. If not, you can even type it in Google and you will see it and listen. Very good. Even Chronix, he has a song also, I Can. People, those are the type of music that I listen to. And trust me, you see, when you sit down and you listen to some of the music there, the words, they are powerful. They can pull you through certain situation. You see, even the Chronix one, I Can, when I look at where I'm coming from, I know I can. And a whole heap of people out there, I don't just want you to remember that. Look at where you're coming from and know that you can. So good night, guys.